guys, I just took a really long shower and it was amazing, and I got around to clipping my fingernails, which were getting so long, and when they do that they chip and it's disgusting, and so it was great. So it led me to think about this whole idea of self-care, and not just with taking care of your appearance, but also with taking care of yourself. And I've been feeling a lot lately that to not get too much into it. I never thought I'd be a stay-at-home mom. It was never a goal in my life. I just knew that 3 months maternity leave wouldn't cut it for me. And while I felt the need or the want to go back to work, I've never felt it full time. That still doesn't work for me. I want to be at home with my child, and I can kind of see this going on for the next decade or so, because if we have other children, I want to be with them too, and we're in a position financially where we can do that. So, moral of the story is, I've been feeling kind of like either overwhelmed or underwhelmed, a little bit of both, when it comes to being a stay-at-home mom and having difficulty finding my value and purpose. And I think it's, moving definitely does bring up some of this, because, this is the second move that I've made for my husband's career, and just, sometimes you can feel like you're losing your identity, that you are someone's wife or you are someone's mother, but outside of that you don't have things that you really do, So I kind of mention it, think of it as like a cocktail party. You go to a cocktail party or a barbecue or whatever, and so what do you do? And it's like, if you don't have anything, and it doesn't have to be paid work, but if you have something that's like, I volunteer at my kid's school, or I'm really involved in church or something like that, and I just don't have anything like that. So that's a long tangent that doesn't have as much to do with what I wanted to talk about, but I decided on today I just really needed some time to chill out. So I asked my husband if it was okay if he hung out with our son, and I went and read my book. And so that's what I did. I read a couple of pages, felt so tired, and took a nap. When I got up, I had my normal feeling of, I should go out there and be social, and the intent with me reading my book was that I'll do this for an hour or so, and then we'll switch and my husband will get some time to himself. And instead I came in and I took a shower, which is great and much needed, and I don't take many showers. I'm really sad to say, I think we've lived in this house 3 weeks now, and this is probably the third or fourth shower I've taken in the shower. It's really bad. So, and especially it's so hot here. So it's one of those things that my husband gets a shower pretty much every day because he's going to work, and he works in a professional setting, so he has to look nice for work, and we never question it because that just has to be done. Whereas when it comes time for me to take care of myself, it's like either we can rush through it in the morning, or I can try to get it done during one of Ben's nap times, but it's always one of these things, guaranteed, as soon as I get in the shower, that's when he wakes up. Regardless of how long he's been sleeping, he just knows that it's time to interrupt mom's shower. So one of the things I feel like the reasons I felt today after I had this, I really need this. I need this time to myself. And, there's been some classes that I've seen around town, like yoga or dance classes. And I'm like, I really need to do some of those. And we need to make it a priority that I have, time to socialize with other people, but also I have time to pursue my own interests, whether that's reading at home or going and doing something really social. And one of the reasons in the past I've kind of shied away from doing that, because my husband works really hard, and so I feel like it should be this equal balance, that if I get an hour of alone time every weekend, he gets an hour, to play video games or do whatever he wants, which would probably be playing video games. And selfishly, like I spend all week with Ben, and I choose that, and I mostly enjoy it, but he can be a crankerpuss, and there are some times when he just doesn't want to hang out with me. He wants to hang out with his father, and so sometimes I feel like, you know, it's a little bit more of a challenge for me to take Ben on an extra hour every week. And as I'm talking about that, it's like, it's an extra hour. Who cares? It's no big deal. But it's just one of those things that I've always felt like it has to be equal. And so I'd rather us spend that time, you know, we're both like half responsible for taking care of him, as opposed to I spend some of my weekend doing what I do all week. And yeah, so I guess I wanted to bring up this idea and this talk and see what you guys do. You know, new house, new habits is what I keep telling myself, and this is something that I really think I need to incorporate. I need time to read, because being intellectually stimulated is really important to me. I actually started reading a lot when Ben was about, I think, 4 months old, because it just felt like my life had no purpose, and it's hard. I don't want to go into this whole thing and sound like a Debbie Downer, because I really enjoy it. Otherwise, I'd be back at work. But yeah, it's just I feel like I need something beyond Ben. I need, you know, I don't know, I just feel like I have great potential and great things in store for me, and if all I'm doing is, total tangent, but part of the thing that gets me totally down about being a stay-at-home mom is not even the mom part, but just like the dishes, the cooking and cleaning. I hate to cook. I hate to cook, and that's been something to get over, because Tristan's always been the one to cook, and he enjoys it, and so that's been his job, and that made sense when we were both working and getting home around the same time. And then later on, when I worked at the newspaper, I worked later hours, so it made total sense to you know, have, like, we do separate chores and we do things we enjoy. I happen to enjoy vacuuming and brushing the dogs, and there's other things that I enjoy less. I enjoy emptying the dishwasher. So, like, we'd try to do stuff that we would enjoy, and then the stuff that we enjoy less, we just would evenly divide it up. But at this point, I mean, ever since I started staying at home, I felt like that was my duty, and I felt like I'm here all day, I should be able to do it. But that's like a tangent for another time. But what do you guys think about, you know, nurturing yourself, whether it's like taking care of your appearance, or you know, having time to pursue your own hobbies or hang out with friends? What do you guys do? Is it something that you evenly get some time, or do you find it important enough that you just get a babysitter or get your child into some sort of daycare or preschool to make it happen? So I would love to hear your tips and advice, and hope you all are having a great day. Bye, guys.